Hello, good evening. Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now. This is the News Hour special edition and I am Hina Gambhir. Viewers, a political summer with searing temperatures is all set to descend. Political weather watchers are predicting hot protests from parliament to pavements in the coming days. The opposition is promising a heat wave across the country against a legislation planned by the NDA government. The meltdown, viewers, could be similar to what we witnessed over the past, protest against bills that involved Muslims. The impending storm is over the Waqf Amendment Bill 2024. It proposes to amend the Waqf Act 1995 and rename it as the Unified Waqf Management, Empowerment, Efficiency and Development Act 1995. The suspense over when the bill will get taken up for passing in Parliament got over during Times Now Summit 2025 on 28th of March. Home Minister Amit Shah, speaking exclusively to Navika Kumar at Times Now Summit 2025, declared that the government intends to move the bill for passing during the remaining 1 week of the ongoing budget session. For the BJP's opposition, it is a legislation that brings political opportunity. They have been preparing for it since August 8, 2024, when the bill was introduced in the Lok Sabha and sent to a joint parliamentary committee or the JPC for scrutiny. They have rallied Muslim organizations across the nation. A narrative is already in place. The broad templates of this fear-mongering narrative are: this bill is anti-Muslims. This bill is yet another assault by the BJP to demolish the Muslim identity. With a new Waqf law, the government plans to usurp properties that rightfully belong to the Muslims. That's the narrative that we are seeing in the country right now. In a fierce takedown of critics, Amit Shah bulldozed the walls of this narrative at the Times Now Summit 2025. He said the opposition was out to mislead the Muslim community. He tried to assure the Muslims that they should have nothing to fear, as political outfits are out to only consolidate their own vote banks. Listen in.
देखिए, वक्फ बिल से किसी को भी डरने की जरूरत नहीं। 2013 में कांग्रेस पार्टी ने पार्लियामेंट के अंतिम सेशन में कोई लंबी बहस के बगैर वक्फ बिल को पारित कर लिया और वो बिल पारित कर अपनी अपीसमेंट की पॉलिसी को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए, वोट बैंक क्रिएट करने के लिए ढेर सारे ऐसे प्रावधान कर दिए जो हमारे संविधान से ही मेल नहीं खाते। एक फैसला वक्फ बोर्ड करता है, उसको देश की अदालत में चुनौती नहीं दे सकते। ऐसा भारत जैसे देश में कैसे चल सकता है? देश के माइनॉरिटी को, विशेषकर मुस्लिम भाइयों बहनों को गुमराह करना चाहता है। मैं इनको कहना चाहता हूं, आपके अधिकार पर कोई तराप मारने की बात। अब कहते हैं हमारी मस्जिदें छीन लेंगे। ये रिट्रोस्पेक्टिव इफेक्ट से बिल नहीं आ रहा है, कैसे छीनी जाएगी? डिस्प्यूट कोर्ट में तो जा ही सकते हैं। किसी का भी फैसला डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री में कानून की अदालत में न जाए, इस प्रकार का कानून नहीं होना चाहिए।
तो अगले हफ्ते में,
और वो कानून को भी चैलेंज कर सकते हैं। जो कानून बनता है उसको भी तो कोई कोर्ट में चैलेंज कर सकता है।
Now, the opposition, sensing the inevitability of the Waqf bill, has started sharpening its knives. AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi has been branding the Waqf bill unconstitutional. The All India Muslim Personal Law Board announced a nationwide agitation against the Waqf Amendment Bill 2024. It had organized large sit-ins outside state assemblies in Patna and Vijayawada on 26th and 29th of March. To galvanize support, Muslims are being asked to wear black bands on their right arm. AIMIM's Asaduddin Owaisi joined the protest in Hyderabad by wearing a black armband during the Friday prayers. The visuals you can see on your screens right now. To weaken the NDA numbers for the bill in Parliament, the opposition is now asking Muslims not to forgive NDA allies if they back the bill in the Parliament. Now, viewers, at the summit, the Home Minister also delivered a crucial statement of intent on the Uniform Civil Code. He tried to allay the fears over the move and asserted that a common civil code has been BJP's agenda since the inception of the party and it will be implemented gradually in all BJP ruled states. Listen in.
अमित शाह जी, आपने वक्फ बिल की बात करी, यूसीसी इसके बाद आ जाएगा, एक के बाद एक, क्या वक्फ के पीछे पीछे यूसीसी?
नहीं, पीछे पीछे क्या होता है? भारतीय जनता पार्टी की स्थापना से हम मानते हैं कि इस देश में कॉमन सिविल कोड होना चाहिए और इस देश की संविधान सभा ने तय किया। और मेरी पार्टी की स्थापना हुई तब से एक भी घोषणा पत्र ऐसा नहीं है जिसमें हमने नहीं कहा है कि हम यूसीसी लेकर आएंगे। हमने कहा था 370 हटाएंगे, हटा दिया। हमने कहा था राम मंदिर बनाएंगे, बना दिया। और हमने कहा था यूसीसी लेकर आएंगे, यूसीसी भी आएगा।
तो फिर टाइमलाइन बता दीजिए, यूसीसी कब तक? 11 साल हो गए।
देखिए नाविका जी, यूसीसी बहुत बड़ा एक सामाजिक और एक प्रकार से करोड़ों लोगों की जीवन को छूने वाला कानून है। हमने उत्तराखंड में एक निवर्तमान सुप्रीम कोर्ट की जज साहिबा की अध्यक्षता में कमेटी बनाई थी जिसने एक रिपोर्ट दी, जिसको उत्तराखंड सरकार ने एडॉप्ट कर लिया। धीरे धीरे भारतीय जनता पार्टी रूल्ड सब स्टेट के अंदर यूसीसी आएगा। गुजरात ने भी अब कमेटी बना दी है और भी स्टेट इसका स्टडी कर रहे हैं।
And on this also, along with the Waqf bill, the opposition saw a communal agenda. Listen in.
ये अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल जो बिल बीजेपी ला रही है, जिससे वो हमला कर रहे हैं मुसलमानों के मस्जिदों पर, दरगाहों पर, खानखाहों पर, ग्रेवयार्ड पर और इवैक्यू वक्फ प्रॉपर्टीज के ऊपर, अगर ये कल कानून बनेगा तो कभी भी भारत का मुसलमान चंद्राबाबू नायडू को, नीतीश कुमार को, चिराग पासवान को, जयंत चौधरी को माफ नहीं करेगा। मेरा
सभी को एक ही अनुरोध है कि बिल में जो प्रावधान है उसको अच्छी तरह से पढ़ करके प्रतिक्रिया करना चाहिए। बिना पढ़े अफवाहें फैला करके देश में अशांति लाने का जो कोशिश करता है, ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं होना चाहिए। लोग इसको जैसे अफवाहें फैलाता है, मस्जिदें छिन जाएंगे, कब्रिस्तान छिनने जा रहा है, कैसे कर सकता है? हमारा देश कानून से चलता है।
They want to harm Muslim community financially, politically, and now they are, it appears as they are against the religion of Muslim community also.
यूसीसी महिला सशक्तिकरण का सबसे बड़ा हथियार है, पर कांग्रेस हमेशा कट्टरपंथियों के सामने नतमस्तक हो जाती है और आज इसीलिए वोट बैंक के लिए यूसीसी का विरोध कर रही है।
So in today's edition of the News Hour, we ask, is an R ya par ki ladai 2.0 brewing over the Waqf bill now? Is the opposition pushed to weaponize the Waqf amendment bill like it did in 2020 over CAA? Will India see another phase of instability? Let's go across to our guests who are joining us on the broadcast with these questions. We have Shehzad Poonawala, National Spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Ratan Sharda, who is an author, Syed Shafiullah Sahib, who is leader of the Congress Party, and Pooja Mishra, National Spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Good evening to all of you. Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now. Shehzad Poonawala, let me begin this debate with you tonight. We heard this statement of intent that was made by Union Home Minister Mr. Amit Shah in Times Now Summit 2025 about UCC. He also tried to allay the concerns that many have, especially in the minority community, with respect to the Waqf Amendment Bill. He said that nobody is going to usurp that, legally belongs to the Waqf board, of course. It's all fear-mongering that we are seeing happening from the opposition side. Then we had a reaction coming in from AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi, who has now started threatening the alliance partners of the BJP in the NDA, trying to suggest that if they back the bill in Sansad, then Muslims will not forget these political parties. How will you like to respond?
सी हिना, वक्फ बहाना है, यूसीसी बहाना है, दंगे भड़काना है, मुसलमानों को बहलाना है और वोट बैंक की दुकान को चलाना है. First of all, this Waqf issue or the UCC issue is not a Muslim versus Hindu issue. The UCC issue is a woman empowerment issue. Who did UCC? Who put UCC in the constitution? Congress leaders. Who implemented it in Goa? Congress leaders. Today, who is opposing it? Congress leaders. Why? From Shah Banu to Shaira Banu, they are surrendering before the communalists, before the hardliners, and they are saying that no, we will allow a 16-year-old, 15-year-old to get married to a 70-year-old and be allowed in the name of religion. Secondly, the Waqf issue. Waqf suggestions were made as far back as 1976. Who was in power then? Indira Gandhi. Sachar committee report made a lot of provisions and recommendations that there should be a digitization of the records, there should be transparency, accountability, there should be non-Muslims in the management committee. All of this was put by Sachar committee report and by the 9th JPC report of 2008 by Rehman Khan Sahab. Are these BJP people? No. 163 crore rupees is the only income that is generated from a property that is worth 37 lakh acres. Imagine, it is 37 times the size of Mumbai. And the income should be at least 12,000 crores. It is 163 acres. Who is this money going to? To the upper class Ashraf Muslims. And finally, I just have one question. Those who are saying that this is Gair Samvidhanik, Asamvidhanik, by the way, threatening civil war, insurgency and Shaheen Bagh is actually unconstitutional. But I want to ask the Samajwadi Party spokesperson. She said it's anti-Muslim, masjid chin jayenge, etc., etc. Can you show me the draft of this new Waqf bill? The old Waqf bill went to Parliament. That has gone to the JPC. The JPC has given a report on which, by the way, we don't know whether all recommendations or partially or fully what is going to be admitted. We don't have the new draft that has been introduced in Parliament. What are they outraging over? Outrage kis pe ho raha hai? Bill kidhar hai bhai?
Pooja Mishra, how will you like to respond? Because this is what even the Home Minister of the country said very clearly, that, you know, the masjids, the dargahs that belong to the Muslim community, nobody is going to usurp those. In any case, what belongs to the Waqf, if they have legal documents, nobody is going to take anything away. But if somebody tries to usurp somebody else's land, then definitely there should be, a way to deal with it. We are dealing with real issues where Waqf qabza that's happening in different parts of the country, it is a reality. Don't you think it's a reform that is needed?
Hina, look, the Waqf tribunal, we all know what tribunal is. The judgment from tribunal can be challenged in High Court. And we have, I'm not going that back, Madhya Pradesh High Court in May 2024, the court determined that the Waqf tribunal lacks jurisdiction over suit pending in civil court prior to the commitment of the Waqf Act 1995, and consequently tribunal's judgment in such cases were set aside by the High Court. Then the Rajasthan High Court in March 2025, the High Court reaffirmed that once a property is identified as Waqf by user, dispute concerning it fall under the exclusive jurisdiction of the Waqf tribunal as per the section 85. And note this only, the Gujarat High Court in 2022, in May 2022, the Gujarat High Court overturned an injunction granted by the State Waqf Tribunal that had halted the construction of railway track near a dargah. Not going that far, Hina, in the Sambal, when the Waqf board said that the land belonged to Waqf board, at there also the DM of Sambal said that the claim is nullified by the DM of Sambal, stating that the documents are not up to date. The documents don't confirm the ownership of the land to the Waqf board. So judgment of these tribunals were always has this कि आप जाकर के हाई कोर्ट में कर सकते हैं उनको चैलेंज, और वो होता चला आया हुआ है.
पर वो सालों साल पड़ा रहता है ना, सालों साल पड़ा रहता है. आपने इतने हाई कोर्ट के ऑब्जर्वेशंस की बात की, केरला हाई कोर्ट का भी एक ऑब्जर्वेशन है. लेट मी रीड इट आउट फॉर आवर व्यूअर्स एंड देन आई विल गो अक्रॉस टू सैयद Shafiullah, who is waiting to respond. Kerala High Court has clearly said in a judgment that Waqf is not a representative body of the Muslim community. It is a statutory body, pure and simple. It is not a representative body of the Muslim community. Yes. Now, Sayyid Shafiullah, now you please tell me, why oppose the reform? Why create fear in the minds of the people like we saw in the case of triple talaq and CAA? I agree, laws can have deficiencies, but why oppose the implementation?
See, the bill tabled and brought by the BJP is purely a superimposition of Hindutva ideology and Hindutva thoughts on the Islam Islamic faith. And it is a clearly a very interference into the Islamic faith by the BJP think tank.
Okay.
And each and every Muslim of 25 crore Indian Muslims, we oppose, not only All India Muslim Personal Law Board. We oppose because the Waqf is not only about the land, but it is in the faith itself. It's a purely Islamic faith that all the lands or whatever property is bestowed by our elders, our forefathers, to be taken care of by the Muslim community who are living now, the future generations. And for the maintenance, proper maintenance, the Waqf boards have been formed. And the Waqf board has to be governed with proper law. Instead of that, the BJP is trying to superimpose Hindutva ideology and Hindutva thoughts into the Waqf board law. In the form of
Can you explain it to me? How is the BJP doing it? Can you explain it to me? Then I'll go across to Ratan Sharda for a quick response. But, you know, Mr. Owaisi says this is unconstitutional. You are saying Hindutva ideology is being imposed via this bill. So can you simplify it for our viewers? Explain it to us. Which provision of the bill actually is imposition of Hindutva ideology?
See, there is clear amendment of one of the amendments says that there should be 2 non-Muslims also to be there in the Waqf board. I don't understand what they have to do with the faith and Islamic belief of the Muslims.
Okay.
We Indian Muslims have full right as per the constitution to perform our religion and religious matters. And I don't think the government is doing anything as per the constitution.
By having these 2 members, you believe that BJP is imposing Hindutva ideology. Okay, Ratan Sharda. Now that has been the point that the opposition has been using since day one. I want you to address this particular issue first for our viewers, and then we'll move ahead on the debate.
No, I'm not here to defend the bill because that is the job of BJP. So he can respond why there are non-Muslims in the board. But if there are, okay, tomorrow we say there is no non-Muslim member in the board. Will it become non-Hindutva? Will it become a good bill? He must respond to that. Because if that his only opposition is there is Hindutva or 2 other judicial people in the body, and I say we don't want that, let there be no non-Muslim. Will you be satisfied with the Waqf board bill? Please tell me. Secondly, Mr. Owaisi, the current successor of Jinnah, every time says it is unconstitutional, that is unconstitutional. He's a barrister. He never fought against the Ram Mandir case in the courts, but went on saying it's unconstitutional. He never went to courts when CA was discussed, but he said, I am a barrister. It is unconstitutional. Today he says Waqf is unconstitutional. But has he gone to court? Is he going to court? Is he going to represent Muslim in the court? So just shouting on the streets, unconstitutional does not make one unconstitutional. As a barrister, he should be embarrassed to make these kind of statements. Now, every government's decision can be challenged in the court of law. So why are they shy from this? And if you believe, what is the... Now, let me first just get on how is the Waqf claim made. Waqf makes a claim. Ungli jane band karo yaar. So how is the Waqf Act brought in? You would send a notification to the Gazette, which I challenge any of here reads government, Gazette. Then the Gazette becomes active. You put a poster on the personal property, says mine. So I go to whom? I go to Waqf Tribunal, where this particular person will decide whether my claim is right or wrong. 99.999%, they will say, no, it's not yours, it is Waqf. If they can claim a temple which is older than Islam, what they cannot claim? This outrageous claims they make. So you go to Waqf Tribunal, which is handled by the same people who put the claim. Then if you lose the case, then you go to court. So you can make lakhs of people go to courts, file their case, and keep on fighting for years together through their lifetime just to claim what is their own. And when you say मस्जिदें वापस ले लेंगे, आपको शर्म नहीं आती बोलते हुए? जब पता है कि रेट्रोस्पेक्ट नहीं है, फिर भी आप कह रहे हैं. तीसरी बात, इन्होंने कहा ये हिंदुत्व आइडियोलॉजी. मुझे ये बताइए 1947 में कोई वक्फ बोर्ड नहीं था, आपको प्रॉब्लम थी. 1951 में वक्फ बोर्ड आया. 41 years it was running fine. After 41 years, this Congress party sitting here brings an outrageous bill which has rights for a particular community which no other community has. So when you change that, then you again make a change. In 2013, so from 1954 to 1995, was Islam khatre mein? Was Waqf in khatre mein? What was not there in 54? That suddenly on mischievous mind thought another act in 1995 which takes away the balance of powers for other communities. When the Waqf the new bill tries to bring everybody together on the same platform on judicial side, you are firing all the cylinders. And finally, when you talk about taking away rights, no. We want a bill which will save our rights to my land. I don't want you to assert my land. I don't want tomorrow to put your poster on my home saying it is mine. I don't want that. That is why this particular Waqf bill.
Syed Shafiullah, please respond now. You were raising your hand. Yes.
See, Mr. Ratan Shahda, the voice I heard was Ratan Shahda, I think.
Yes.
He wants to preach Islam to Muslims. This is not nice. He should follow his own religion. He need
But
not
he was
preach
stating
us.
facts.
We 25
He was
Muslims
stating
of
facts.
India,
One
we know
second.
our-
I don't think you heard him clearly. One second. Syed Shafiullah, I don't think you heard him clearly. He was stating facts. And, let me also quote for you. 1954 Waqf Act, it said, Section 3(1), Waqf means permanent dedication by a person professing Islam of any movable or immovable property for any purpose recognized by the Muslim law as pious, religious or charitable. And it was changed. In the year 2013, the word Islam from that paragraph was conveniently removed. This is what he was referring to.
See, let me tell you, as per the Waqf law and as per Islam, nobody can give the property to the Waqf or no Waqif can Waqf it. Waqf means charity. Nobody can give it to Waqf board unless he is the owner of it. And another thing, what Shahzad Poonawalla was saying, that Khabza, no Waqf board can do any Khabza on anybody's land unless he himself gives it to the Waqf board. Another thing, Shahzad Poonawalla was pointing out towards logon ko bhadkana or dange karwana. That's what BJP is trying to do everywhere. Now you see in UP they have stopped namaz on the rooftops. Why that has to be done? And this is all against the Muslims, and it is due to hatred BJP has to the Muslims, Indian Muslims. And this bill also has been brought down only with the hatred and enmity.
Syed Shafiullah,
And
have you even read the bill?
Muslims.
Have you even read the bill? Or is it this template that's being used again and again? Something, Shahzad, we saw being used during triple talaq also.
I have read the bill 10 times.
Shahzad Poonawalla.
Madam, please listen. I have read the bill 10 times before. I have approached the JPC.
Mr. Saifullah, एक second, sir. आपने बोला you have read the bill 10 times. हिना जी ब्रेकिंग न्यूज चला दो कि ये सैफुल्लाह के पास बिल आ गया, अभी तक पार्लियामेंट में बिल नहीं आया है, सैफुल्लाह ने 10 बार पढ़ लिया. ये कहां से पढ़ा सैफुल्लाह? Which bill have you read? ये कौन सा बिल है?
क्या यार तुम कैसा बोल रहे हो? जेपीसी जब आ रहे थे हमारे
अरे सुनिए भाई, वो जेपीसी बिल नहीं है, वो कमेटी का रिपोर्ट है, जेपीसी एंड इट इज नॉट बाइंडिंग. सुन लीजिए, अब रुक जाइए. हिना एक एक करके बात करें. प्लीज एक एक करके बात करें. रिपोर्ट से पहले हिना, लेट मी प्लीज मेक माय पॉइंट.
Syed Shafiullah, I gave you time to respond. Syed Shafiullah, let others also talk. I gave you time to respond. Let Shahzad Poonawalla respond, then I'll come back to you.
Yeah. First of all, there is no new bill introduced in light of the JPC report. So anybody claiming they have read a bill, then that bill is only existing in the parallel universe, like an NRC draft existed on which they were getting outraged. Point number one. Point number two, today Mr. Saifullah said it's a Hindutva project because non-Muslims will be added to the Waqf board. By the way, the Waqf board is different from a temple management committee or a Muslim masjid management committee. The masjid management committee or a temple management committee will not have people from outside the faith. But a temple board like Tarakeshwar has even Firad Hakim heading it, and a Waqf, which is a statutory creation, will have 2 MPs. And it was recommended by such a report. Is such a report Hindutva project? Thirdly, the gentleman is saying this is matter of faith. Gentlemen, please tell me which verse and chapter in Quran Waqf is mentioned. Point 1. Point 2, Oman, Saudi, Qatar, Turkey, Kuwait, UAE do not have Waqf Act. So are they anti-Muslim or are they pro-Hindutva? And lastly, sir, एक second, to the madam who has come from Samajwadi Party. Section 6 of Waqf Act 1995 says that the decision of tribunal is final. मैडम, यू आर सेइंग कि सिविल कोर्ट जा सकते हैं, फलाना कोर्ट, हाई कोर्ट जा सकते हैं, बट इन द एक्ट इटसेल्फ इट वाज सेइंग, आई विल रीड आउट टू यू, that one can institute a suit in the tribunal for a decision, and the question of the decision of the tribunal in respect of such matter shall be final.
One at a time, please. Syed Shafiullah, please respond, and then Pooja Mishra.
See, madam, Shahzad is saying that in Islamic countries there is no waqf board. He is well educated and he says he himself is a liar. He should know that Islamic countries doesn't need any waqf board because they themselves, the government itself manages all the waqf. And here, since our secular government is there, a board is required as a waqf board, and which is purely managing Islamic properties similar to Hindu endowment and Christian religious properties. How can he say that it doesn't exist in Islamic countries, so it is not required here?
Okay,
We have the board only in order to manage it properly as per the law.
Because things are not being managed properly, perhaps, Mr. Syed Shafiullah, that is the reason. Don't you think a reform is the need of the hour? And that is why I asked you initially, why oppose a reform? You may have problems with some of the provisions in the bill. Once it is tabled, of course, it should be debated. But why oppose a reform that is needed? And you know, why am I saying it, Mr. Syed Shafiullah? One second. Let me read out some more facts for you. You know, the government had analyzed the functioning of tribunals and found that there are 40,951 cases that are lying pending in tribunals, out of which, now, you know, listen to this point very carefully, sir, out of which 9,942 cases were filed by the members of the Muslim community. So members of the Muslim community are also getting impacted. Don't you think it is your responsibility to ensure that if there are some problems, then those problems need to be fixed? Instead of indulging in fear-mongering, don't you work for the benefit of the members of this community? Syed Shafiullah, now please respond.
See, madam, the waqf, any waqf land or waqf property has to be maintained in the same way that waqif or the person who has given the gift as waqf has mentioned what it has to be used as. It must be used like that. It cannot be distributed among poor or anything. Wherever the waqif or the person who has gifted the property has mentioned poor people's, it is for poor people, there only it can be used as such. For correction of faults, you need not have to impose other ideology on us. It is against Islam. Whatever the 44 amendments newly being proposed by the BJP is in the hatred and enmity of Islam. Every Muslim knows, every alim knows.
Mr.
How can
Ratan
Shahzad
Sharda,
Poonawala,
how
who
will
is
you
in
like
BJP,
to respond
will
to these
say
kind of
anything
comments
good
coming in?
this one?
How will you like to respond?
But for to you telling me he's from Congress, I would have thought he's from Muslim League or AIML. Kind of comments he's making about Hindus and kind of fear mongering he's doing for Muslims, he cannot be a Congress member or Congress lost his mooring. He said a secular government cannot manage the property of Muslims, so you need Waqf board. But a secular government can manage the property of Hindus under an Endowment Act. Endowment Act is not Waqf Band. No Hindu mandir can go and claim land somewhere in Saudi Arabia or somewhere in Kashmir, claiming it is our land. Because it has come to them by endowment, is controlled by the government. Church also cannot go out and claim anybody's land. Parsi cannot do it, Jews cannot do it. Don't tell me that secular government cannot handle your property. So for secularism, it doesn't work. So you sat back in India, believing that's a secular country. Now you want the law, which is as per Islamic country. What kind of logic is this? Then he said, one of the, what is that? One of the, no, listen. He has not responded. If I take away the clause of non-Muslim member of Waqf board is fine, he has not responded to that. He has not responded how a property can be taken back from Muslims just because the Waqf board doesn't allow you the free hand to pick up any property. So do not try to do all these kind of activities. Whose land you are saying, if Waqf controls land, who sold Waqf lands? Please tell me, Shafi, under your own Act of 54, 95, 2013, Congress Acts, Waqf board land was sold to industrialists, to people. Then how can you manage your properties if you can't do this? Why can't there be a control on you that your property is not misused, which is meant for Muslim devotees and not for industrialists? Explain me.
Syed Shafiullah, please respond.
Mr. Ratan Sharda, you are misquoting
Did I
me.
teach
I
any
never
Islam
said
to
the
you?
secular government cannot manage. What I said is the rule. No. You are wrongly quoting me. One. Secondly, why the BJP government brought in 3 bills for the farmers, and why those bills have taken back?
Why did you
that
bring
also
in
a very
new
BJP person
Why
like
did you bring in
you
new
trying to
facts?
convince. No, all the leaders, BJP leaders
tell
like
me,
you
why
tried
did
to
you-
convince
you
them for
bring
1 year.
fact when it was
And
already
you
there?
think the
Why was the
BJP
need to
leaders
amend
think
it?
they are super intelligent.
Give me a reason.
They are not. We know our case very well. And like Shahzad said, I have not read. After reading only, we have submitted our objections to the BJP. How can he say we have not read? We got the draft
Just one
copies
minute.
very much earlier. And he must also have
No,
got.
but you didn't
All are
answer my
lying. Why
question.
unnecessarily
You didn't
you
answer
are
my
misquoting?
question on about 10,000 odd cases filed by members of the Muslim community against the institutions managing Waqf.
Yeah.
What happens to those?
Yeah. Madam,
want
you
freedom
see,
to loot.
there are lakhs of cases in civil courts and our criminal courts. And there are crores of courts in Supreme Court. Likewise, there are cases in tribunal also. How can you only single out tribunal?
Okay.
What
so,
about
Not
courts?
both sell the property.
Everywhere cases are there. They
Okay.
are pending. It has to be settled.
okay. Shehzad Purawala wants to respond and then
That's
Pooja
the
Mishra.
advantage they want to enter
First
into
of
our
all,
faith and
I am
interfere.
quoting, Mr. Saifullah, please. First of all, I am glad that Saifullah ji is feeling so much for farmers. In the state he comes from, Karnataka, Vijaypura land of farmers was given to Waqf without any documentation because that Zamir Ahmad wanted it to be given. Anyway, point number 2, in the Act of 1995, it is written that the decision of Waqf Tribunal is final. कोर्ट जाए भाड़ में. अब समाजवादी पार्टी की प्रखर प्रवक्ता बताए हमें कि यह संविधानिक है कि हम कोर्ट भी ना जा पाए.
Pooja
और
Mishra,
1500
that's a
साल
fair
पुराना
point.
मंदिर क्लेम
Rules that are
करना
made by parliament can be scrutinized by courts, but Waqf board decisions can't be. I want to ask you, when opposition goes for remedy to courts, why shouldn't the Waqf decisions be also open to court scrutiny? Why should you have a problem with that?
तो फिर तेलंगाना हाई कोर्ट 2022 में in a case where the Waqf board issued a gazette notification in 1990 declaring certain lands as Waqf property, the Telangana High Court nullified the claim. Even in Sambal also, the DM nullified the claim, and you are saying that they can't go to the court. The tribunal's judgment, I don't know where this coming from. You are saying, you are citing the 54 section, whatever it is. But the fact is that it has been challenged. It has been challenged in the High Court, and the High Court has nullified many decision given by the judgment given by the tribunals. And the
Shehzad
structure
Poonawala.
of tribunal is like that only.
Put in
A
the law.
tribunal is
Why you have a problem if it's put in the law?
for a specific domain.
If you're saying anyway the High Court is saying this, then why you have a problem? Then why you have a problem?
I don't have a problem. I'm saying that
Arey, but
your
Maulana
party
is
misleading.
shouting from
When you
last
say
half an
that-
hour.
When you say that this can't be, you can't go to the court. The judgment of tribunal can't be challenged. ये गलत है.
Okay,
That's
let me ask you another
क्योंकि
question,
tribunal
madam.
के-
Madam, can I ask you another
जो है,
question?
challenge किया जाता है. Okay, go for it.
Madam, can I ask you another question? Small question. Tarakeshwar board can have Firad Hakim as its head, but 2 MPs cannot be there in a Waqf board, which is a creation of parliament. हम कौन सी व्यवस्था में रह
I
रहे
think you
हैं?
should clear. No, I think you should ask this question to your allies. Are your allies supporting
अच्छा.
you?
अच्छा. Yes, don't worry about my allies. They are not like Uddhav Sena.
Okay,
You ask
Pooja
Uddhav Sena is
Mishra,
supporting-
Mishra, let me ask you once again. Okay, Pooja Mishra, Shehzad, once again. Let me ask once again, should Waqf decision be open to challenge in a court or not? I want to ask you, yes or no?
It's already open to challenge. It's already open to challenge in court.
Okay. You're saying it's already open to challenge in the court, and you believe that it's very easy to take the matters to courts instead
one
of
more fact
going
is
to the
that
tribunals. Shehzad Poonawala, I don't think she can hear me.
Look, by the way, in Islam, Waqf can only be done by Muslims, practicing Muslims. In the current laws which are there, which the Congress came up, they said Waqf by user, which means that even the non-Muslim, their Waqf property is becoming Waqf property. Now, no non-Muslim can make property of Waqf. And therefore, they say by Waqf by user idea, they claim anything they like. They say Parliament हमारा है, महाकुंभ की जमीन हमारी है, ईडन गार्डन हमारा है, कागज रहे ना रहे, कागज नहीं दिखाएंगे, हम क्लेम करते जाएंगे. आप मुझे बता दो मैडम मिश्रा जी, समाजवादी पार्टी की प्रवक्ता जी, बताइए 1500 साल पुराना मंदिर, अरे कुरान पाक 1400 साल पहले नाजिल हुआ प्रॉफेट मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम पर, उसके बाद वक्फ आया, ये 1500 साल पुराना मंदिर क्लेम कर रहे हैं. कैसे, बताइए जरा.
तो क्या आपने दे दिया? तो क्या डीएम ने कह दिया कि ये है? जहां पे वक्त की जमीनें जब भी गई है डीएम उसको जो है
पूजा मिश्रा जी, आई थिंक आपको थोड़े केसेस देखने चाहिए. वक्फ लूट के जो केसेस पूरे देश भर से आए हैं, केरला में एक विलेज हो, एक टेम्पल हो, सडनली कोई आके कह देता है, देन द ओनर्स फॉल्स ऑन द पीपल ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर एरिया. देयर हैव बीन नंबर ऑफ केसेस. वी हियर ऑन टाइम्स नाउ हैव आल्सो रिपोर्टेड देयर वाज अ केस फ्रॉम मध्य प्रदेश आल्सो वेयर ओनर्स वाज ऑन द पीपल लिविंग इन ए पर्टिकुलर एरिया on a land that belonged to their ancestors. Suddenly there are people coming from the Waqf board saying this land doesn't belong to you, this land belongs to the Waqf board. There have been numerous cases. There have been numerous cases of Waqf loot, and that's the reason why the government believes a reform is the need of the hour.
Is responsible for confirming the documentation. Until unless DM doesn't confirm it, it's not gonna get to the.
I really wish it was that easy, because we have spoken to victims as well, and for them it actually becomes a nightmare, because the onus falls on them to prove in the districts, in the tribunals, that the land actually belongs to them. And clearly it seems we can expect some political fireworks, viewers, on this particular issue, because the Home Minister has confirmed that in the current session of Parliament only, this particular bill is going to be tabled after the JPC submitted its report. I'm completely out of time. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us here on the News Hour Weekend Edition this evening. Heading into a short break.